A country music legend just made a move that nobody in the racing world saw coming. And honestly, it could change the way we think about NASCAR team ownership forever. On the 26th of March 2026, something really cool happened in the NASCAR world. Darius Rucker, the guy who sang "Hold My Hand" with Hootie and the Blowfish, officially became an investor in Legacy Motor Club. Yeah, you heard that right. The country music star is now part owner of a NASCAR team. And not just any team. He is joining a team that already has two of the biggest names in racing history attached to it. We are talking about Richard Petty and Jimmie Johnson. Richard Petty, the king himself, the man with 7 Cup Series championships. And Jimmie Johnson, another 7-time champion who dominated the sport for years. Now Darius Rucker is sitting right alongside them. That is a pretty wild group of people to be running a race team together, right? But here is the thing. This was not some small, quiet announcement. This news caught the entire sports world by surprise. Nobody saw it coming. One day everything was normal, and the next day a Grammy Award-winning musician is part of one of NASCAR's most famous teams. It was one of those moments where you just stop and say, wait, what? Now, let us talk about why this matters so much. Because Darius Rucker is not just writing a check and walking away. That is what some celebrity owners do in sports. They put up the money, slap their name on it, and then you never hear from them again. But that is not the plan here. Rucker is expected to take an active role in the team. He is going to be involved in brand strategy. He is going to help with fan engagement. Basically, he wants to help Legacy Motor Club connect with more people. He wants to bring in new fans. He wants to make the team bigger and more exciting off the track, not just on it. And when you think about it, that makes a lot of sense. Darius Rucker is one of the most popular musicians in country music. He has millions of fans all over the world. Country music and NASCAR have always had a strong connection. The fans overlap a lot, so having someone like Rucker involved in a team could open up doors that were never open before. Think about all the country music fans who might start paying attention to Legacy Motor Club just because Darius Rucker is part of it. That is a huge deal for a sport that is always trying to grow its audience. Now, let us be real about something. This investment did not happen just because Darius Rucker likes fast cars. I mean, he probably does. But the timing of this whole thing tells a bigger story. Legacy Motor Club has been going through a tough stretch. The team has been struggling with performance on the track. The cars have not been running as well as everyone hoped. And it is not just the results that have been frustrating. The people inside the team have been feeling it too. Erik Jones, one of the team's drivers, has been vocal about his frustrations. He has dealt with some rough race incidents recently, and he has not been quiet about how he feels. When your driver is openly expressing frustration, you know things are not going great behind the scenes. It tells you that the team needs something. They need a spark. They need fresh energy. They need someone to come in and help shake things up. And that is exactly what Darius Rucker could bring. See, when a team is struggling on the track, sometimes the answer is not just about building a faster car. Sometimes it is about building a stronger brand. It is about creating excitement around the team so that sponsors want to come on board. More sponsors mean more money. More money means better equipment, better engineers, better everything. And that is how you start winning races. So Rucker's involvement is not just about having a famous face connected to the team. It is about using his star power to attract attention, attract sponsors, and attract fans. That is the kind of stuff that can turn a struggling team into a competitive one. It does not happen overnight, but it starts with moves like this. Now, let us zoom out for a second and look at the bigger picture here, because this is not just a story about one musician buying into one team. This is part of a much larger trend that has been building in NASCAR for a while now. Celebrity owners are becoming a real thing in this sport. And it is changing the way teams operate, the way they market themselves, and the way fans connect with the sport. Think about it. Michael Jordan owns 23XI Racing. Pitbull has been involved with Trackhouse Racing. Now Darius Rucker is part of Legacy Motor Club. These are not just random celebrities throwing money around. These are people with massive platforms and huge fan bases who are bringing something completely new to NASCAR. They are bringing cultural relevance. They are bringing mainstream attention. They are making NASCAR cool to people who might never have watched a race before. And for NASCAR as a whole, this is really important. The sport has always had a loyal fan base, but like any sport, it needs to keep growing. It needs to reach new audiences. It needs to stay relevant in a world where there are a million different things competing for people's attention. Having celebrities like Darius Rucker involved in team ownership is one way to do that. It creates buzz. It creates headlines. It gets people talking about NASCAR who might not normally talk about it. But here is what makes Rucker's situation a little different from some other celebrity owners. He is joining a team that already has two legends in Richard Petty and Jimmie Johnson. That combination of old-school racing royalty and modern-day entertainment star power is something we have not really seen before. Petty brings the history, Johnson brings the recent success and credibility, and Rucker brings the cultural reach and the ability to connect with fans outside of the traditional NASCAR bubble. That is a powerful combination. If they can get it right, Legacy Motor Club could become one of the most interesting teams in the entire sport. Not just because of what happens on the track, but because of what happens off of it. The branding, the partnerships, the fan events, the crossover appeal. All of that stuff matters more than ever in modern sports. Now, will this fix all of Legacy Motor Club's problems? Probably not right away. The team still needs to get faster. They still need to give Eric Jones and the rest of the drivers better cars. They still need to figure out the technical side of things. But having someone like Darius Rucker in the ownership group gives the team something it did not have before. It gives them hope. It gives them momentum. It gives them a reason to believe that better days are coming. And for the fans, it gives them something to be excited about. Whether you are a die-hard NASCAR fan or someone who just loves Darius Rucker's music, this partnership is something worth paying attention to. It represents a new chapter for Legacy Motor Club. It represents a new way of thinking about what a NASCAR team can be. The Hootie and the Blowfish frontman stepping into the ownership circle is more than just a business deal. It signals a new era of celebrity-backed stability for this organization. It says that Legacy Motor Club is serious about their future. They are not just trying to survive. They are trying to grow. They are trying to build something that lasts. And in a sport where money, attention, and star power matter more than ever, having Darius Rucker on your side is a pretty good place to start.